Shalom, all praises, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'akwadash, Rakah. Much love to elect. House of David, and this is an update. I just seen this come up on my feed. But basically, I have some breaking news just coming out just now that from Reuters, and it says activity at Iranian ballistic missile bases, and they're on high alert. They're on high alert right now, and the Lord also said, when you see the sword coming, to blow the trumpet. All right, now the Lord talked about the prophecies, how Persia, because that ancient land of Iran is Persia, and how Persia and Ethiopia and Libya, Gog and Magog, shall come out in battle and come together. And also, you have a lot of things happening, right? You have also now breaking news 30 minutes ago. It's now 8:30. It says explosions heard in western Tehran. All right, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, he's not the real Jew, has rushed to the Kura base due to a serious developing situation. And what's a serious situation? And it's heavy just today. It's St. Patrick's Day, and you had them have Conor McGregor, renowned fighter, MMA fighter. He was basically promoting the defense secretary and telling the soldiers of men and women to fight, 3 times. Heavy World War III, whoa. So this is all synchronicities and all signs of the times. And there's just breaking news after breaking news. 2 hours ago, 3 U.S. aircraft carriers heading to the Middle East. All right, Iranian media is reporting that at least 4 Iranian missile ships have crossed the Strait of Hormuz with protection from the IRGC Navy. All right, so it's really heating up. The prophecies are screaming, and that third world woe cometh quickly. An hour ago, Houthis just launched several missiles at U.S. warships in the Red Sea from Yemen. This is at least the third attack by Houthis against U.S. interests in the last 2 days. And also let me read this one. I took a screenshot of it. It's pretty heavy. It says Trump orders sending 35 warships and 1,750 U.S. Marines to the Middle East. So this is all prophecies. This is all the word of the Lord being fulfilled, because the Lord said he's going to gather all nations unto Yahweh Shaphat. Let's go to the book of the prophets in Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley Yahweh Shaphat, right? The Father's judgment, where Yahweh is going to judge, the Creator is going to judge the nations that have touched the apple of his eye, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land, right? They parted the Lord's land. They took ownership and control of it. So the Lord said that the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. Every man's sword shall be against his brother, against his neighbor, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So this is all coming to pass. And it's happening very swiftly and speedily. So let's go to the prophecies. Let's go to Ezra's. Second Ezra's, where it goes into the Carmanians. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 28 says, behold, in horrible vision, right? Because what's about to happen in this third world war is going to be horrible. The slaying of many, the judgment. They shall not be lamented nor buried. It's going. This is what's coming. This is the end of the wicked. This is the last war of all wars. In the midst of all these wars and all these nations, America and Iran and Israel and all these nations fighting against each other, the Lord's gonna come back to the astonishment of them. It says, in the appearance thereof from the east, right, Middle East, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, right? The four winds. The Revelation 7, the four angels letting loose of four winds, saying, hurt not the earth, nor the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants, the prophets, and the friends of the Lord. So that's happening, so that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join back. What's that great power? It's that nuclear power, nuclear capabilities. They're on high. The breaking news, they're on high alert. It says, and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. Now, nature is going back into Genesis. It tells you how that his hand shall be against everyone else's, everyone else. This is the book of Genesis. This is the nature of the dragons of Arabia, the Arabians, the Ishmaelites. Majority of them are Ishmaelites. Alright, this is the book of Genesis. He said he'll be a wild man. Right, Genesis 16 and 12, it says, and he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. You see, let's get this word for wild man in Genesis 16 and 12. So everything we're going through, everything we're having to endure, it's only for a moment. Everything we're going through, you just gotta keep pushing, keep believing, keep strong. Have no fear. Take no thought for your life, because we're in times of huge changes, man. The Lord's breaking the system. He's breaking the beast. He's destroying the dragon in the sea. The heathens, he's taking off the yoke off our neck. You know what I'm saying? We're being delivered. This is the Passover. We're eating, we're supping with the Lamb, and we're making these moves fast. We're moving fast. We're not settled here. So the word wild is para, the Hebrew word para. And it says a wild ass. It says in the sense of running wild. It says here, so called from its running, as it is a very swift animal. Right, wild means untamed. Untamed. Heavy. So it says remembering their nature, right? Let's go back to 2 Ezra 15. In verse remembering their nature, 31, it says remembering their nature, right? They're remembering their ancient forefather, right? He's a wild man. His hand shall be against every man's hand against him. The Houthis, the Shiites, the Iranians, the all them, Sunni, all them. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them, and in their host shall be fear and dread, and strife among their kings. Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. This is the chariots. These are the signs in the heavens. So there's going to be a lot of judgment. That blood moon was a sign of blood, the bloodshed that's coming. Verse 35. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down with a great multitude of stars upon earth, even their own star. And blood shall be from the sword unto belly, and dung of men unto camel's hoe. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. So it's heavy. All these leaders were just talking about some peace, but guess what? There's no peace. And then the Lord said, what? Will come sudden destruction. So the Lord also said he's going to remove the northern army. Joel 2 and verse 20, behold, I will remove far off from you the northern army, right, North America, and will drive him to a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. Those seas are going into the Red Sea. We go into the geology. All right, let's head over there to the Middle East. So, because the Lord said he's going to judge all nations. Right here. So you got the Red Sea, you got that body of water, and you have the Dead Sea. The Red Sea, Dead Sea, heavy. And the Arabian Sea. The Red Sea and the Arabian Sea. Right around here. This is where it's all going to go down. This is where it's all happening. Got Iran, got Tehran. Says, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. So it says, fear not, O land, right? They're talking about the elect. Those of us that have cultivated the seed, the word, Yahushua, be glad and rejoice, for Yahweh will do great things. So the Lord is doing great things for us. And the wicked, the heathens, the Edomites, their stink is coming up, because they're doing great things in wickedness and fulfilling prophecies. That's what they're doing, right? So I'm definitely keeping my eye on this. Lord said, spare no arrows. Shoot at her. So like the prophet said, they say, oh, the prophecy is not just for a long time. He speaketh a thing far off, but now the Lord says it's not going to be no more of a parable amongst Israel. It's not going to be no more of a proverb anymore. It's gonna happen. It's gonna go down. Jeremiah 50 and verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, all those that have nuclear capabilities. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, meaning don't preserve any, for she hath sinned against Yahweh. Shout against her round about, she hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. And how has Babylon done? They've done very treacherously against all their neighbors. All their neighbors, all their allies have been very treacherous. and oppressive and demeaning and cruel. You know what I'm saying? Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, right? No more of a fruitful time, right? For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. See, to his own land. Everyone to his people. So that's what's happening. Everyone's going to their people, to their tribe, to what they love most. You know? The elect are going with the elect. The 2/3 are going with the 2/3. The sellout 2/3 are going with the heathens. You know what I'm saying? It's all happening very, very swiftly. Even faster than I can even read these words, man. Even faster than I can upload this lesson. It's all happening. The Lord said, at a time acceptable I have heard thee, and we've been crying out to the Lord. Lord sees our suffering. He sees our, you know what I'm saying, our prayers and our heart's desire. And he's not frustrating our patience. He's making good on his word. He's fulfilling it. It's not returning unto him void. Okay? This is Isaiah 14 in verse 5. The Lord hath broke. I saw verse 4. It says 14 and 4 heavy, 144. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. It's coming to an end. They can no longer oppress. And the main people that can't oppress is the Israelites, the elect. It's coming to an end. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth, right? No one's stopping. There's no peace, right? The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir tree also. The fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, right, being brought down, no fella, right, laid down, going into how the devil shall come down, right, lay down with great wrath, because he has a short time. His time is short. His time is running out to fill his belly, to do his new world order, to incapitate and enslave the Israelites again. That's what it's all about, man. But the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yashah for the elect, the house of David standing upon our feet, being the standard, being that crown in the Lord's hand, being that power. You know what I'm saying? Being strong for the weak and not allowing none of that. It's time for you to go into captivity. It's time for you to pay. It's time for you to pay for your sins. It's time for you to pay your debts. And the Lord said, double unto her, double according to her works. Says, since thou lay down, no fellow has come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth, right? The other chief ones, the other kingdoms. Yeah, raise up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? You see? Let me jump to verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations, right? Weaken the nations. Tariffs. Because the thing is about the wicked is that all they care about is them staying up and everyone staying down. Because what keeps them up is everyone staying down. They ride the beast. They ride the whore. You know? They don't want equal. They don't want everyone to be equal to them. They don't want to share the wealth. They don't want to share the crown. They don't want to share nothing. It's not in their nature. These heathens, Esau being the chief. So this is all the prophets, and for all you that have something to say against this, you're not in the spirit. You're hell-bent on speaking against the new covenant. Like, you hate prophecy, you hate the Holy Spirit, you hate love, you hate God's commandments, you hate the truth. Like, I love this, man. I love the Lord. I love all the words, man. That's why, the Spirit's hit me to bring this out because it needs to be brought out. The Lord said, if a watchman see the sword coming and he warn not the people, that the blood shall be upon him. So I'm washing my hands. The blood's not on me. I've done my part. I'm doing my part. Now it's up for y'all, those that are listening to these lessons, to take heed, believe, repent, and prepare yourself to meet your maker. Prepare to go through what we're about to go through. Money's not going to save you. Your car's not going to save you. Your job's not going to save you. But you being strong, having a sound mind, having God as your guide in these times, walking by faith, not by sight. Even though everything around us is crumbling and falling down and dying and breaking in this, you have to be strong. You have to be that pillar, you know what I'm saying, to help others be strong and to endure and to not lose hope and know that through all this, Lord's with us. 1,000 shall fall off thy right hand, 1,000 at thy left, but it shall not come nigh thee. Right? Obadiah 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yashai concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise they, and let's rise up against her in battle. You see? The whore. Right? It says her because it's the whore. Babylon the Great. Mystery Babylon. The mother of all harlots. They're rising up against her in battle because this is prophecy. It's a Lord that mustereth the hosts. He's mustering everything together. Just like you put mustard on a sandwich. You squish it together. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And who's bringing them down to the ground? Yeah, the Lord is. Yahweh, the Israelites, the elect, were just like the prophecy. We're grabbing their heel and we're pulling them down. Right? Verse 10, for thy violence. I'm going to go to verse 8 and then we're going to go to that prophecy in Esdras. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? Right? And no nation, nobody can rule without wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, you have no ability to rule. And that's why this society is crumbling. So don't look at your life in this world like, oh, my life, and oh, I'm going through this. No, we're living in a broken, destroyed society and kingdom, which there's no help, there's no cure for. So it's nothing wrong with us. It's something wrong with this. Facts. All right? And I might see that's what this world tries. It tries to gaslight, like, oh, something's wrong with you. You broke. You're behind on bills. You know, you're this, you're that. No, it's you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put something in the intro for this lesson too. This Jake, I think his name is Dr. Umar. So he was basically making a point about, you know, how a lot of our women, they look at the Israelite men as like European men, and they judge them about, oh, how much money you have. Like, that's wicked, man. Like, see, everybody cares about is money because money is their God. They don't. Yahweh Bashem Yashai is not your God, and that's why y'all ain't lowly and humble. You're proud and arrogant. All you care about is money. All you care about is pleasures. All you care about is this life, this world, and that's why your life, your world is gonna be destroyed in this life and world. Well, so if you love the world, the love of the Father isn't in you. Heavy. And thy mighty men, O T-men, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. This is a precept to Isaiah 14. Prepare slaughter for his children, that they do not rise nor possess the land. These Edomites are not going to possess the kingdom. They're not going to inherit the earth forever. Their time is shortened but for a moment. The triumphing of the wicked is shortened but for a moment. Just like David said in the Psalms, I looked for the wicked and all of a sudden I couldn't find him. He was gone. Where'd he go? Disappeared. Right? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Now, did Yahushua bring mercy and sacrifice and this and that and love and meekness and forgiveness of sins so he can just do away with the prophet Obadiah? No, just like he didn't come to do away with the law of Moses, the law of God at that. Because Moses was just a messenger. He just gave you what he was given by Yahushua, the angel of the Lord. So it's high time to wake up out of sleep. The trumpet's being blown. Shall trump be blown in the city, not people not be afraid. And the day shall come that shall burn as an oven. The Lord's about to make good on his word. A lot of changes are happening, man. A lot of big news is coming. And this is a time of us to rejoice, to glory in the Lord, to praise the Lord, to worship the Lord, because his kingdom is at hand. This kingdom is coming to an end, and his kingdom is coming to a beginning. Esau is the end of the world, Jacob beginning of that fall. 2nd Ezra 6. I said I was going to get this. Let's read it now. And 9. For Esau, verse 7. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone. Right, so again it says, then did I consider these things. That's what we're doing. We're considering these things. We're considering these prophets, what they said, and how it's all lining up perfectly to what's happening now. See, the stars are aligning, the blood moon, the sign in the heaven. What the Lord say in Genesis? The moon, the sun, the stars were for seasons and times, right? Says, and they all were made through me alone and through none other, right? The Lord created everything. He created all these worlds. He created all these nations. He created all these prophecies. He created everything that you see, man, for his glory. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or what shall be the end of the first? Right? What did the Lord say about Amalek? Amalek was the first of the nations, but shall be as though he perished forever. Heavy. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So now us, right, the elect of Israel, we've always been last. Always looked at as last. Always wanting to desired last. Oh, nation not desired. Gather thyself together. Now we're being first. We're first now. Lord's raising us up. Just like the Lord said at the parable. He said, when you sit at a banquet, the Lord say, hey, friend, why are you so far away? Come up hither. Come sit closer. To honor him, right? Says, verse 7 says, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, amen, brothers. Take heart. Take real good courage and hope, because we're in the end of our punishment. We're in the end of our misery. We're in the end of our hell. And we're approaching the beginning of our heaven. So keep persevering. Keep pushing through. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say big up to all the brethren that have been, praying, doing the works, doing the lessons, feeding the sheep, being a brother, helping, supporting. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have been where I am today without beloved's help and support. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it goes beyond just talk. It goes beyond just lessons. It goes beyond just giving a charity, giving some tithes, some alms. It's just that there's really a few select few out there that actually have a good heart. You know what I'm saying? It says, we're all we got. It says, for verse 10 says, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question Ezra asked thou not. Heavy. Says, I answered then and said, O Lord, that bearest rule. See, the one that the Lord is the one that bears rule over all creations, over all creatures, over all nations and peoples and tongues. And in due time, he's going to set over one that's profitable. And that one that is in due time is Yahushua, is King David, is the house of David, is the elect, 144,000. And that time is just upon us, man. The coronation the glorification of the Lord's saints. This honor have all the saints to execute judgment upon the heathens. Right? Says, if I have found favor in thy sight, I beseech thee, show thy servant the end of thy tokens, right, the signs, whereof thou showest me part the last night. So he answered and said unto me, stand up upon thy feet and hear a mighty sound and voice. Right? He didn't say go inside and you lay down, take a nap. He didn't say, go deal with something of the cares of the world. Go get another job. Go clean up this. No, he said, stand upon your feet and listen to me. And it shall be as it were a great motion, but the place where thou standest shall not be moved. Heavy. So where we're standing on business, we're standing on the Father's business, standing on the chief cornerstone, building on Yahushai. This is unmovable, abounding in the work of the Lord. And we're not of them that draw back into perdition, as many are in these last moments, man. All these things are happening in the physical, and you got guys that are not even spiritual, just don't even care, just lukewarm, falling out the truth, forsaking, not caring, going into the world at this time, man. And therefore, when it speaketh, be not afraid, for the world is of the end, for the word is of the end, right? The word, and the foundation of the earth is understood. And why? Because the speech of these things trembleth and is moved, for it knoweth that the end of these things must be changed. Must be changed. So we're seeing huge changes, man. And if you're not in the spirit, these changes are to take you by surprise, and you're going to bug out. You're going to crash out. The Lord said, men's hearts failing them for fear after looking at those things which are to come upon the earth, for the foundation of the earth shall be shaken. So people's heart is going to fail them. They have a heart attack. They're going to be seeing more and more revelation, more and more miracles, more and more marvels of the Lord is going to happen more and more as they get closer. And they're not going to be able to stand. They're not going to be able to endure it. They're not going to be able to understand it. So, Colin, these are all breaking news, man. Keep your eyes on this. If you see anything, if you want to put a precept, put it down. Do a follow-up lesson. Take no thought for your life, man. Tomorrow's never promised. All that matters is the now, the present. Be in the present. Be present. Just like when the teacher says, hey, they call your name. Hey, is this person here? And you say present. I'm here. You got focus on what's going on right here, right now. Because the Lord said time is short. Time is short. So pray for a few days. Like the Lord said, pray for a few days. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Be strong. Have faith. Have courage. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. Don't doubt. All right. The power of heaven and earth is on our side, man. The God of Jacob. Heavy. I'm on the map. I just zoomed in. Zoomed into this little place, man. It says World's End, man. You can't make this up. I gotta go check that place out then. World's End Trail. You can't make this up, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shim Yahushua Bahar Qurash Rakah. Abba, much love to all you beloved brethren, man, of the new covenant, the house of David, that are confessing Yahushua, confessing your faults, repenting, and teaching and preaching the new covenant, the gospels, fulfilling the law, and taking heed to the prophets, man. All right. Rejoice, man. Glory in the Lord. Sing unto him a new song. Shalom. Abba.
As in out Pluto, as in out Pluto. Spazzing out Pluto, spazzing out Pluto.